tough match for viewers, as it's like these guys are fighting. They got a long road to climb, and when you look at these two teams, they have fought through a gauntlet of teams, and it has been a struggle for both of them. And Gilead pointed it out for APPLESAUCE, formerly in the RLCS, they haven't been able to find that same magic with a new player in Zol. Zol just hasn't been the filler they've needed for this APPLESAUCE squad. So coming into this game, again, it's going to be how much of a complete team can either of these teams be starting in game number 1.
Well, for the Magicians, they are going to rely so heavily on Halcyon. He's the only player in North America right now with a hat trick and playmaker. He joins Tylacto to kind of have that accolade from Europe. But yeah, he's been popping off for his team, doing everything that he can, but he needs the help of Vince or Rapid right now.
Well, Rapid up finding Halcyon. And Halcyon, another name that we didn't mention before the game, but he's someone who's been up and down in the RLCS and the Rival Series, and he has definitely seen better days as well. And here's APPLESAUCE putting one into the top corner. It's 1-0.
All right, I like this. I like this a lot. Nice. Up of the backboard. That's a highlight reel play right there, Jorby.
That's a good shot.
I like coming off the backboard like that and using your roll to put that ball into the net. That's cool.
But for Halcyon, as I was stating earlier, he's kind of gone through so many different kind of configurations of teams with Vince, and he's seen better days in terms of his play. He's struggled this season and has definitely played better in previous season here. Oh, and a miss. Epic Johnny trying to keep this in play. Trying to find their way out. Magicians finally do. Off of Vince, Hato just zones him out.
That was a smart box out from him. I love that.
So the Magicians look to move downfield. And they are trying to, but APPLESAUCE is just kind of sticking with the ball here. Halcyon going to start to speed things up here. Turn the dial up just a little bit here for the Magicians. The shot is off the crossbar for Rapid, following up a huge demo, but no one finds the ball. Instead, it's Epic Johnny shooting, and he scores. It's 2-0 APPLESAUCE. What happened?
A misplay. That's exactly what happens. And then I have no idea what happens from Rapid there. He actually double jumps. He probably should have saved that to try and flip left or right to put that ball into a corner. Mechanical mistakes are going to happen. Mistakes in general are going to happen, but you've got to be able to get through it. You've got to be able to say, okay, no matter what, we are going to try and play as a team, but right now we're seeing double commits all over the place from the Magicians.
On the corner again, APPLESAUCE to keep the heat up. Epic Johnny staying with this ball. Halcyon was lurking. He does challenge that ball away. Vince back over to Halcyon. And Magicians forced back again. Rapid in midfield. Able to find the hit back towards the box. Halcyon trying to clear the way. Vince shoots off the crossbar. Halcyon misses the ball again. And Zolhe gonna take it from midfield, flicking it up high, looking for Epic Johnny, and he just misses it. So halfway through this one, and two big mistakes from the Magicians prevent them from getting a single goal in this game.
Yeah, and that's just been the story for Vince all season long. Is 17% for shooting accuracy. That is not the best that you can ask for, when last season it was much, much higher.
So APPLESAUCE looking to move downfield. Epic Johnny back over to Hato. Hato wants to take it himself, but it is not going to happen with that amount of boost. Zol back to Epic Johnny. Johnny puts that shot on target, and it just rolls. It bounces in. It's 3-0 APPLESAUCE.
Halcyon forgot to hit his brakes here, but just a good shot from Epic Johnny. Look at the placement. Gets a nice, solid shot, and Halcyon's going a little too quick. Goes too far into the back of the net. Isn't able to get back in time, and 3-0 for APPLESAUCE right now. Who would have guessed that game one would go this way?
Well,
you, because you picked them, probably.
I didn't think it would be a 3-0 scoreline going late into game number one. Epic Johnny moving his way downfield again. And he's throwing it across the box here. Epic Johnny It's a guy who played with the star of North America in Rival Series Season 1 and the star of Rapid scoring right here. Never mind, Magicians pick one up.
Finally, about time. Good shot all the way downfield, nice and hard, but the guy you were just talking about, who was teammates with Justin,
oops,
whoopsie daisy.
But other than that, for the most part, he's had a good go of it. He's been on, I mean, he kind of was overshadowed by Justin for a long time.
For sure.
And Justin on a different, like on NRG now, still making waves. And Epic Johnny himself is just trying to really make a name for himself. And I think even on this APPLESAUCE squad, even though they haven't won a series yet, his stat line has shown that he's absolutely capable of playing this game, and he has done well. It's just that as a team, that APPLESAUCE hasn't performed the best. In this game, though, it's showing you that they're working well as a team, capitalizing on big mistakes from the Magicians, and they're working well right now together. Epic Johnny gets another goal. It's 4-1.
Yeah, just sloppy play right now from the Magicians. Very, very sloppy, and I love that APPLESAUCE is capitalizing on every single opportunity that they're presented with, and the score line reflects that right now. This is sloppy right now for the Magicians. I really expect much, much more, and I hope that they bring something else in Game 2.
And it's tough, right? You don't want to harp on the team too much.
Too much, but
it's difficult when APPLESAUCE gets these goals off of those crucial mistakes, off of sloppy play, like you said. So it's tough up here in the booth to be softer on a team who just can't seem to figure it out. But give props to APPLESAUCE for taking advantage at every single opportunity.
Absolutely. I'm not trying to take anything away from APPLESAUCE. They're playing fantastic. But, you know, I only kind of criticize the Magicians because I know that they can handle it well. And look at Vince. That's the plays we need to see. Vince and Rapid stepping up. Good infield passing play. Rapid sees, okay, I might be able to hit that open net, but you know who will be able to hit it for sure? Vince in the midfield. He can boom it down the field and put it in the center.
And Epic Johnny on his way back, he kind of turned, thought he had a beat on the ball. Maybe didn't see the receiver, if you will, taking the shot, Vince. And it's got to feel good if you're the Magicians going into Game 2. You just couldn't really get it figured out. But going into Game 2, you did pick up that second goal, but APPLESAUCE looked good.
They look really good. And it's kind of unfortunate that there's so much talent in the Rival Series because some of the lower tier teams, as far as the standings go, it's like, wait, why? How is this team 0-4? Especially when you watch how they just played. Like, that did not indicate an 0-4 team whatsoever.
For APPLESAUCE?
For APPLESAUCE.
For APPLESAUCE, yeah, absolutely. And I think that, again, early in the season, it was the Epic Johnny show. He was doing everything for this team. Kind of a similar story to Compadres and Aeon. And they're slowly starting to figure it out and like properly rotating, and Hado's able to contribute more to the offense. Zol's able to contribute more to the offense, and it's a slow build-up, right? I mean, this is a new team. It's tough to play. I mean, Epic Johnny and Hado played together for a season, and Zol's played with Hado, but the three together haven't really played together, so it's tough to figure out that chemistry when Zol and Hado have a specific chemistry, and Epic Johnny and Hado have a specific chemistry that might clash with each other. So it's just developing that new team synergy.
Yeah, and I can definitely say when you've played with the same people for months and months or years and years, you almost have a sixth sense on where they're going to be on the field. You can hit the ball and just say, okay, I know he's going to be there. I don't even need comms right now. I know he's going to be in the midfield, and sure enough, there he is. But you don't have that with a brand new team. You have to rely on comms. You have to rely on trust and faith. Okay, he says he has this ball. I'm not going to go up. And if he misses it, you can't start to doubt him in the future.
And for the Magicians, Subi, it's honestly as simple as hitting the ball. It doesn't
like that?
Like that. That's how you hit the ball, Vince.
Atta boy.
There you go.
Atta boy.
Figured it out.
But a good pass from Halcyon. Great boomer all the way down off the crossbar. And hey, Vince finally able to hit a shot. I love to see it. There we go. And the Magicians have an early lead in this one.
Maybe that's exactly what they need to stop. Maybe they're just psyching themselves out a little bit and just putting pressure on themselves. It hasn't been a great season, but this has been a great start to a game. Vince picks up 2.
There we go. 2 for 2, shooting 100%. I'm good at math if you couldn't tell. And this is what we need to see from them. The quick play, this is where the Magicians can really benefit, because I feel like they can, if the pace is fast, they're going to outpace APPLESAUCE for sure.
The only problem is that Both goals happened in 12 seconds at the start of the game, and they have a long way to go to hold on to this lead. But how about adding another just off the post? Zolhe gonna clear that one away quickly. That ball saved again, but here come APPLESAUCE double committing on offense, which is not what you're supposed to do. And so Magicians move downfield.
Yeah, and we didn't see that a lot in game one, and if the Magicians can force a lot of double commits, they're going to be able to capitalize on those. I just don't expect to see that too much. Don't rely on that too heavily, because the way that the compadres, wow, APPLESAUCE played in game one, it was pretty darn good Rocket League.
Hato in midfield. Gonna try to move this back to the orange half, but it's the Magicians' ball right now. Zolhe back over to Hato and Epic Johnny. Johnny does find the ball again in midfield. Zol trying to get this ball away from the Magicians. He cannot. So knocked away, a pass over to Rapid. Rapid looking for Halcyon. It's just a little high. Rapid gonna follow it up himself. Still a lot of space. Vince, a big challenge falling, and Epic Johnny able to make the save.
Yeah, that took some guts. He was the last man back, and Halcyon was going for the corner boost steal. Thankfully, he got a touch on that, because that would have definitely been an open net in favor of APPLESAUCE.
Hato thrown out to the midfield. Epic Johnny trying to keep that ball away from the blue half, and APPLESAUCE is going to try to reload here as the Magicians strike again. You can't reload. Halcyon scores.
This is a passing play right here. This is what they need to do. Oh my goodness. Out at the top of the box, away from all three defenders. All three defenders go for that shot, but it's placed well enough and shot hard enough that it finds the back. A 3-goal advantage in favor of the Magicians.
And now Vince gonna take it off the kickoff. Magicians would like to up this series or this score as much as they can. Up that goal differential stat a little bit more. Halcyon finds Rapid. Halcyon just trying to get back to that ball. Rapid had to wait for it. And now Vince gonna carry this one out. Epic Johnny actually gets that pinch over to the opposite side of the half. And they clear this one away. APPLESAUCE is down by 3, and they haven't really threatened a whole lot yet in game number 2. Here's a pass to Epic Johnny, immediately picked off by Rapid.
Yeah, they're just kind of hesitating a little too much for me right now. They're definitely playing slow, and their passes are so telegraphed. It's so easy to read that you saw it. You saw Rapid swoop in. Okay, I'm taking that pass away, and the turnover, ball's still in APPLESAUCE's zone.
All Epic Johnny can do is just sit in that, wait for Zolhe. And Zolhe actually getting in Hato's way. Back to Hato. APPLESAUCE trying to put some kind of offense together. It's been stagnant here in game number 2. Zol. Back over to Hato. APPLESAUCE looking for that first goal. They got to get it soon. Coming back from 3 goals is no easy task. And Epic Johnny gonna try again. Vince tapping it right back down. Halcyon does get the clear, heading towards the net, and Zolhe able to make the save.
It's so weird to watch a game 1 where one team controls everything, and then go to game 2, and it's the complete inverse.
I mean, it was Magicians put together some good series or good continuations in the offensive half. I mean, we saw some great demos. Halcyon's gonna pick up another goal here, but we saw some solid opportunities where they would just whiff. They just whiff on the ball. You have an open net, and you would just completely miss. All they had to do was hit the ball, and now they hit the ball. And look at it. They're up 4-0.
It works when you hit the ball, doesn't it?
It's amazing what happens when you hit the ball.
It's just
incredible.
You know, it's how it works out. But for me, how does APPLESAUCE not have a goal this game? It's just kind of weird. It's really weird.
How many shots do they have? I mean, it's not going to be a lot. Do they have any at all? I mean, there's one. You got one, but that's not really a shot.
They have 5.
They have 5, but 5 very weak shots. That ball knocked away. Magicians have had complete control in game number 2 off of 2 very quick goals. 13 seconds, the first 13 seconds of the game. Magicians scored their first 2 goals. Vince twice off the kickoff. And APPLESAUCE just haven't been able to recover after those 2 goals. They haven't been able to grab midfield at all. They're losing these challenges. The passes have been there for the Magicians. They've just been faster to the ball. There's a good opportunity there APPLESAUCE actually put together, but again, defended by the Magicians.
Yeah, and I think, oh, that's an open net.
Gonna get that one. All right.
That's in the back of the net. Good. And watch Epic Johnny on this. This is not easy to do, to just immediately get out of the way because that ball's going in the net. He's, oh! Whoops! Got a reverse real quick.
That's the fancy footwork with your wheels, which doesn't make any sense because cars don't have feet. That was stupid.
Maybe they do.
No, that was stupid. Moving on.
Maybe their wheels are their shoes.
Don't, just let it go, Subi. Let it go.
Saying, you never know.
Well, this game's going to end. Magicians almost picking up a 5th goal at the end. And they win 4-1 here in game number 2, forcing at least a game 4.
And you know what? I think this kind of shows you why both of these teams haven't won a series yet. Very inconsistent play. You look at game 1, complete opposite of game number 2.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to play consistent in the rival series if you want to win series. You're going to be able to win games, but you've got to be able to close teams out. And neither team has been able to do that so far. This is the learning experience for them. How can we play consistent? What do we need to do? What kind of team are we? Yeah. That's who we have to play as.
It's difficult for APPLESAUCE in that game. That's the team that I think everybody was expecting, as APPLESAUCE was second to last in the league in goals scored. They came into this game with, I think, 15 or 16 goals scored. I don't remember. I didn't have it written down, but it wasn't. They didn't even have 20. They were at the bottom of the barrel. So that was more so of the team. They didn't get any offense going at all, and a lot of the shots they had weren't real shots.
Yeah, and that's a problem. When you see, hey, how many shots do they have? Was that their first one? And you see 5 on the board. It's like, wait a second. When did that happen? Yeah.
I don't remember.
And sometimes, you know, it registers a shot when you are truly trying to put the ball off the backboard, but you got to put shots on the net. And it just didn't seem like they had any type of offense. Maybe they put shots on, but it wasn't true offense. There were no passing plays developing, and that's what I need to see. We saw it from the Magicians. We saw them open up with a few nice ones. Now it's APPLESAUCE's turn.
And now, Magicians like to continue what they started in game 2. Zolhe trying to clear that ball out, but that tap by Halcyon is thrown out. Vince trying to get that ball back over, but it is cleared away by APPLESAUCE. Epic Johnny. They definitely need to get Epic Johnny involved if APPLESAUCE has a chance of winning this game. He was quiet in game number 2. That ball's booming downfield, but plenty of time for Rapid to catch that one and get it out towards midfield.
You know, and if you're the APPLESAUCE and Magicians, you can't rely so heavily on one player. You know, Epic Johnny didn't have the best game last game, and they lost. You can't rely on one player to continue to get you victories.
Hato has to hop up for this ball, misses it, and Zolhe going to be able to clear to at least a third, but he's challenged right now. Magicians want to put on the pressure. And Rapid up high against Epic Johnny. Epic Johnny wins big. But again, Magicians with control. Zolhe actually finding this ball to Hato. Challenge straight back down into the net. APPLESAUCE picks up their first goal since game 1.
There we go. We were asking for something, and they get the 1-2-1 combo. Hato slamming it off of the head of Vince. Goes back off the roof, and way to follow through is Zolhe coming up big for his team here. APPLESAUCE with the 1-0 lead early in game number 3.
I did say that their first goal since game 1. Untrue, they did score 1 goal in game number 2. Looking for a second one here in game 3, but it's knocked away. Hato under 1, and it's thrown out to the side. Halcyon takes this ball himself, tries to carry it the whole way through, off the ceiling. Here comes Rapid, shoots, Rapid scores. Tie game for the Magicians.
And that's the pressure we've been begging for from them. Halcyon lays this up to Vince, and a bad touch from Epic Johnny. Rapid doesn't waste any time, comes flying in, puts a nice hard shot up into the net, and like you said, tie ball game.
And now, Magicians in their own half. Off to the corner. That shot's going in. No one able to touch that ball. 2-1 APPLESAUCE.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with a back and forth battle between these teams. It makes it fun, makes it exciting, and a great passing play from AppleSauce, using that angle of the wall to his advantage to put that ball right back into the midfield. And there we go. 2 goals for Zohe.
Well, Hato gonna take this ball himself. It's gonna be cleared away. AppPLESAUCE keeping this ball alive for APPLESAUCE. Trying to find this series advantage. That shot off the post. AppPLESAUCE slowing it down. The shot knocked away by Rapid, but Hato in midfield, giving way for Zohe, who just misses it, allowing Halcyon to make the save. AppPLESAUCE able to keep it in midfield. Back down towards the box, defended by Rapid. So the Magicians here from Rapid in the corner. Too high for him. And what looked like a double commit, but pulled off at the last second are the Magicians. Trying to break up this rotation on APPLESAUCE with a demolition or two, but the Magicians still boom it downfield. So Hato trying to find Zol with no boost. He has no chance, so the Magicians keep possession of this one. That's going to be a light shot towards the net, and Zolhe just cruising along the box line and able to move it downfield.
Did you see Vince just flipping, trying to get a touch on someone, missing everyone, making himself look silly, but I love the attempt there.
Vince from midfield. The Magicians trying to tie this game back up. Rapid teeing it down for Halcyon, shoots it, it's saved by Zohe. The Magicians pull off the consistent assault here from Vince. Challenged by AppPLESAUCE again. Trying to do a lot of work. It's a 3-on-1 and another save by Zohe. Able to keep that ball out.
He had to duck a player going for a bump on him. Halcyon almost had him in his sights, but he slipped right by him, and that passing play couldn't develop. Oh my
Vince!
Gosh!
What? Oh, that's nice, Vince. You're nuts. 1, 2, 3 is all it takes to tie this game up.
He used like the last just minuscule amount of boost to be able to get that third touch on the ball. The defender had no idea he was going to be able to get there, and somehow, some way gets it, and we have a tie ball game.
Off of a great goal to boot. Halcyon gonna boom that ball back downfield. Hato by 1. So game number 1, a stomp. Game number 2, a stomp the other way. Game number 3, well, we're all tied up with a minute left to go. Rapid waiting for the ball from Zohe.
I don't know what that was.
Are you okay?
Zohe. Yeah, no,
right,
I'm not choking. I was laughing because...
Oh, because Hato scored 3-2, APPLESAUCE.
I wasn't laughing because of that, but this is just unfortunate. Vince gets the touch. Hato reads it perfectly, which pulls... Oh, my goodness.
What?
That was just
Tell me.
Bad comms right there that we saw from the Magicians. You can't have Halcyon coming out of net when Vince is so close to the ball, easily defended by the player from APPLESAUCE pushing forward, and Rapid's not going to be able to get there in time, ever. You can never ask him to do that.
The Magicians going to have to strike again, and something tells me that Vince won't kind of get the shot that he got last time to tie the game up. They're going to have to work for this one. Here comes Halcyon, defended by AppPLESAUCE. Rapid, last man back here against Hato. It's flipped up off the crossbar, and Zohe hits it out to the side. The quick transition for the Magicians. Rapid slams it, and it's hit. Saved by AppPLESAUCE. Halcyon keeping possession. Rapid gonna try to touch that ball, but Zohe is there for the defense. Vince shoots, it's wide, and Zohe with the defense again. Rapid against the back wall low, defended by APPLESAUCE. Magicians trying to get it towards the box. It's not gonna happen, and they go up 2-1 to take it to match point.
Ooh, baby, that was a fun game to watch. That is the type of Rocket League we love to see. Good passes, consistent play, and in the end, APPLESAUCE pulls out the W. This is good play from them. I like to see this. I like to see that they realize their mistakes from game number 2, learn from them. Now can the Magicians do the same? This has been like back and forth.
Yeah, it was much cleaner this time around, and obviously the miscommunication from the Magicians costing them that one, but you love to see that clean level of Rocket League. Less messy, less whiffs, less mistouches, less all the bad things that happen in your solo standard games that didn't happen in this game. And so you want to see more of that going in to game number 4, and maybe see the Magicians fight back for a game 5. These have been competitive series so far today in North America, and we were looking at the schedule today, and it was a lot of teams fighting for these middle spots, these top 4 spots, because our top 2 teams are really between 3 teams, and only one of them is playing today. And so it's difficult to try to figure out, what are these teams thinking? And here we have a series between 2 winless teams in the Magicians and APPLESAUCE. And right now, they don't look all that bad. In game number 3, they didn't look bad.
And if you are looking at importance of this series, much more important for the Magicians. They could come out of this at 1-3 and still possibly have a chance for top 4, where if you're on APPLESAUCE, 4 losses, you can almost count yourself out of that top 4. They still want to win, obviously.
Obviously, you want to win. Every single win you get, even in games, could mean potentially more money for you and a top 4 spot. Rapid. They're playing against the back wall. And double commit on offense by APPLESAUCE, but another double commit by APPLESAUCE gets them a goal. Don't do that at home, folks. It won't work for you. 1-0 APPLESAUCE.
And this is where faith comes from. You see Vince start to push out a net because he thinks Halcyon's going to get a touch on that ball. He doesn't, so it's a wide open net, and there is the captain of this squad, Epic Johnny, putting his team in an early position to take this series.
Hato able to throw that out to the side. And now Hato gonna find it again? No, but Epic Johnny is there. He cannot carry that one out. And in position is Rapid shoot saved by Hato. Vince stays on this ball. Halcyon waiting, says Vince, come on. And Vince never found the ball. Hato stays with it with Epic Johnny. And now the Magicians again on the counterattack. Can they find it? Halcyon catches it. And it moves towards the box. Hato not able to find that challenge. Coming up with it instead is Rapid with 0 boost. And Halcyon back to boom it downfield. Magicians maintaining control. Here comes Vince. Nicely challenged by Zol, who has been doing well defensively, by the way. That backboard defense has been solid whenever he's been up there.
Definitely has, and I love that demo we just saw from Hato. Completely stifles the offensive push from the Magicians and turns the ball over to APPLESAUCE.
In the corner. They do boom it downfield, the Magicians. Epic Johnny trying to find his way out. Halcyon couldn't find the ball. Vince playing it slow. Epic Johnny's downfield all by himself. He does eventually move away. Rapid gonna clear it out, so APPLESAUCE, while it looked like they might have had a break, the Magicians hold strong here, try to get this tying goal.
Rapid was just sitting, waiting for boost, unable to get it, and you gotta be able to get those small boost pads and work with about 20 boost or so. You can't just sit there and hope that your boost meter is gonna instantly go up to 100.
Well, the Magicians moving downfield again. Zol gonna take this out the whole way to midfield, back to Epic Johnny. Epic Johnny and Zolhe. He's got Hato on the wing if he wants it. Zolhe gonna take it himself, under 1, but it is cleared away by Halcyon. Epic Johnny giving way for Hato. Zolhe wants to go up for this, but too slow on the come up, and Vince trying to find the angle, just too far away from the ball. Halcyon having to fight his way back. APPLESAUCE's defense holds strong here, still hanging on to this 1-goal lead.
Yeah, I can see how they took compadres to 5 games. They're playing really well today. And that, almost in. And again, almost in.
Well, here comes Epic Johnny. He has a lot of time to get back to this ball. That ball was loose for a little while. He didn't get that touch to find Zolhe, but Zolhe gets to it now. And APPLESAUCE have just had this pitch dominance here in game number 4. Magicians have not had a lot go their way in terms of any offensive output. Zolhe up high, finding Hato. Hato looking for Johnny, but that ball just not favorable for Epic Johnny to attack. The demo on Zolhe, and the Magicians hope that stifles the assault, but if anything, it just puts Zolhe back in position. Hato, that shot is just high. Zolhe back to Epic Johnny. Somehow, this ball is still in APPLESAUCE's hands, and Magicians finally clear it out.
I don't even know how Epic Johnny got a touch on that ball. That was crazy. It looked like they were double committing, and it was like it was all calculated. But the pushes right now from the Magicians aren't working out. They're starting to look a little flustered. They still have a minute to work with. They're only down 1. Don't start to panic until about 15 seconds.
Ado just throwing that one down. Rapid gonna take his time. He's got 2 wingers, but it's challenged, knocked away by Epic Johnny. Zolhe having to wait here, and he gets it. It pays off for him. Patience. That ball knocked away. If APPLESAUCE get a second goal here, it could be the nail in the coffin. That shot thrown out to the corner. Hato has to use all of his boost to get up to that ball, and it's thrown away by the Magicians, looking for that tying goal. This might be it for them here. The shot is on target, but too slow, and APPLESAUCE is able to knock it away. Halcyon gonna try again, but cleared back into their own half. Zolhe knocked away. Rapid getting back to this ball. Epic Johnny got bumped. This could be big for the Magicians. Zolhe keeping that ball away from the box. Halcyon looking. Epic Johnny clearing. Vince gonna try one more time for the Magicians. Zolhe kills this ball. Halcyon catches it, and it's cleared away by Epic Johnny, and APPLESAUCE find their first series victory in the rival series.
Love that play from Epic Johnny.